Yo, what is good everyone? It's Gnosis, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing a fighting routine with you that you can do for 1 hour a day that I guarantee will double your fighting skill within a month. And the crazy part is, it's only 2 maps we're going to be using, and I guarantee most of you have played these maps at least once. But the important part of this video isn't the maps used, but rather it's how we're going to optimize our time practicing on these maps. I found many players try and use so many different maps to practice fighting, yet going through the motions you're not really improving if you're not really optimizing the time you spend on those maps. So this routine, you will just be able to play both of these for 30 minutes a day and make insane progress by just being smart about how you do them. So let's jump right into the first map here. Every day when I hop on Fortnite, once I'm done warming up in free builds, the very first thing I do is jump in the realistic PvP map from Pandvil. And now this is a free-for-all map with 16 players taking place on realistic terrain, and it uses the competitive loot pool. Now the beauty of this map is that you're able to have realistic fights over and over again against a variety of different players, really just getting those reps in. But just landing and pushing every person you see with no intent behind what you're doing is not going to get you very far when you're trying to improve. The key to this map is to work on fighting in a variety of different situations, and we do this by changing our playstyle every round. So I have 3 playstyles to share with you that I want you to focus on when you play this map, and since there are 3 rounds per game when you play, it's super easy to fit them all in. So for round 1, we're going to play as an aggressive fighter, and I know for many of us, myself included for sure, this is when we have our most fun, is when we play as the aggressor, so I find this gets our practice off on just a really good note. In this round, I want you exploiting people's boxes when you have a health advantage, applying as much pressure as you possibly can, and really just have fun playing like a psycho. Now for round 2, we're going to play more defensive. As much fun as it is just pushing everyone inside, it's also very important we know how to fight when we're at a health disadvantage, or even finding a player we think may be better than us that we really need to outsmart in order to get the win. So this time, play passive and try to get players to come to you. Work on fighting from a box or 2 away with smart peeks, play as patient as you possibly can, and above all else, try and take as little damage as possible. Now if you hit your key to bring up your map at any time during a game, you can actually look at the scoreboard and see how much damage you've taken. Make it a goal every single day to get that number lower and lower as you become a smarter and more defensive player. Lastly, for round 3, we're going to try and play the perfect round of Fortnite. This means being aggressive when we have the health advantage, playing defensive when we're down on HP, and just making the smart choices when fighting a player with similar health to us. We're really just combining what we did the first 2 rounds to try to play the best round of Fortnite we possibly can. I've been doing this 3-round routine on this map twice a day for a few weeks now, and it really is turning me into such a well-rounded player. I've always had the habit of playing too aggressive even when the situation doesn't call for it, so forcing myself to play these different styles has been a game changer for me, and I know it will be for you too. Now for the second half of the routine, we're just going to play 1v1 PGs where you have unlimited mats along with an AR and a shotgun. You can use any 1v1 map for this, but I personally use 1v1 build fights from our friend Raider464 as it has matchmaking that will help you set up 1v1s against other players. Now the beauty of playing a 1v1 with unlimited mats is that you don't have to try and play smart to conserve mats, and since you can't get shot down by a third party, both players can just keep cranking to hide the entire fight. Now while these fights aren't the most realistic, they're the perfect way to improve your mechanical skill. Grinding these out for just 30 minutes a day against good players will increase your fight IQ when it comes to tracking an opponent in a fight, improve your movement and building, your piece control, your aim. Literally every mechanic that has to do with fighting is getting worked on when you play these. Now my advice to really optimize your practice time here is to only play against players who are your skill or better. If you join matchmaking and you quickly go up 4-0, search for a new match. Like, you're not going to improve playing players who aren't as good as you. For those that watched my recent video interviewing Belle Out Bunny, who many consider to be one of the best female players in all of Fortnite, she talked about the importance of playing the very best players you can because it forces you to improve so much faster than you would by just beating up on players less skilled than you. And I know it may be frustrating some losing over and over again, but very rarely in life do you improve in comfortable circumstances. So to be smart about who you're playing in these, and if you're a beginner player and you're intimidated to 1v1 against much more experienced players, swing by my Discord. We have a lot of beginner players who I know would love to play with you. So alright guys, there you have it, my 1 hour daily practice routine to improve your fighting. Now it's crazy how just these 2 maps that are pretty basic in nature can be all you need, but I promise I have seen more results after switching to this routine than I did back when I was grinding 5+ maps a day. Just be smart about how you spend your time fighting on these and you'll be hitting clips you never thought possible in just a few weeks time. I hope you found this guide helpful. I appreciate you all so much for watching, and until next time, keep on grinding.